Most people see Interstate 10 as just a highway, a stretch of asphalt connecting Texas to Louisiana. But if you look a little closer, this road tells a much deeper story. From Houston's massive energy industry to the Cajun heart of Lafayette, Louisiana, the I-10 corridor is one of the most culturally connected highways in America. Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, the unofficial capital of Cajun culture. Here, you'll find accordion music floating out of dance halls, the smell of crawfish boiling in backyard pots, and recipes passed down through generations. But Lafayette is also a major hub for the oil field industry. Many companies here support offshore drilling in the Gulf of Mexico, which means workers, engineers, equipment travel back and forth along I-10 every single day. That constant movement has created something special, a cultural blend between Texas and Cajun Louisiana. In Houston, you'll find restaurants serving gumbo, boudin, and crawfish etouffee that taste like they came straight from Lafayette. And in Lafayette, you'll find plenty of Texans who moved east for work in the oil field. The two regions share more than a highway. They share food, music, families, and industry. And today, we've driven to Lafayette, Louisiana to make sure we see for ourselves what makes this town so special.
All right. My name is Skip, everybody. I'll be your skipper today. Skip the skipper. That's easy to remember. Thank y'all for coming to McGee's. Now, before we get too far, I want to let y'all know we do have life jackets in case of emergencies. I did that on purpose. We have life jackets in case. And as we get out here, check out the houseboat in the tree. You see the house in the trees over there?
As we move deeper into the bayou, something interesting starts to appear between the trees. Look closely and you'll notice houseboats quietly anchored along the water. For some people, this isn't just a weekend escape, it's a way of life. Hidden among the cypress and spruce moss, families have carved out a secluded life on the water. No crowded neighborhoods, no city noise, just the slow rhythm of the swamp. For some, it even means living with little to no rent, fewer taxes, and sometimes no mortgage at all, trading modern conveniences for freedom and simplicity. And if you look across the water, you might notice something else floating along the surface. Those are jug lines, a clever fishing technique used by locals. Each floating jug marks a baited line beneath the water waiting to hook catfish or other river fish. It's a simple system that helps fishermen make sure they don't return home empty-handed. Out here, life moves slower, but it's built on resourcefulness, independence, and generations of swamp wisdom. After about 30 minutes cruising through the winding bayous, we finally arrived at what Captain Skip calls the alligator hideout. And this is where things got really interesting. Captain Skip tossed out a little bait and almost instantly the water started moving. Out of the shadows came these ancient dinosaur-like reptiles gliding across the surface. What made it even crazier, Captain Skip actually called them by name. And believe it or not, they responded. One by one, these massive gators surfaced, slowly cruising toward the boat like they knew exactly who was calling them. Seeing alligators this close in their natural habitat was absolutely incredible. But it wasn't just about the thrill. We spent time in two different quiet coves, watching the alligators drift through the water while watching birds circle overhead and perched in the trees. It was peaceful, wild, and a reminder of just how important these bayous are. Captain Skip shared how these wetlands protect wildlife, filter water, and help preserve the entire Gulf ecosystem. Out here, you realize the bayou isn't just scenery. It's a living, breathing world that deserves to be protected.
Mama Gator. I was hoping Hank would go after that piece right there, but he is a little bit.
We've seen so far, right? After an incredible time hanging out with the gators, it was finally time to wind our way back toward shore. The boat eased back through the narrow bayous, weaving between towering cypress trees draped in Spanish moss. And along the way, Captain Skip kept the stories coming. He shared more about the history of the Louisiana swamps, how these wetlands became home to generations of fishermen, trappers, and families who built their lives around the water. It's not just a beautiful place, it's a living piece of Louisiana history. We cruised into some calmer, open waterways. The mood on the boat shifted to pure fun. A few of the kids even got the chance to take the wheel and steer the boat, with Captain Skip guiding them along the way. For those kids, it was probably the moment they'll remember most from the whole trip. Along the way, we waved to a few friendly boaters passing through the bayou, because out here, everyone seems to know everyone. And just before reaching shore, we caught a glimpse of one of the longtime residents of the swamp. Floating quietly on the water was what could be only described as a rent-free floating mansion, a massive houseboat built piece by piece over the years. Out here, life runs on a different clock. And for some people, the bayou isn't just a place to visit, it's home. So guys, what a fantastic boat ride. What do you think? What you think about the ride? Get out of the truck. That's not your truck. So what you think?
It was very informational and fun.
The captain was amazing. He did a fantastic job telling us all about the history of the area, the history of Louisiana, Native Americans, the bird species, fish species. I mean, he had a ton of information in his head, and he just talked and entertained us the entire time. A ton of rad jokes, not dad jokes, but rad jokes.
And taught us French.
And taught us a little bit of French too. So I guess our next move is to go find some lunch. You ready?
I'm ready.
We can't come to Louisiana without going to find some kind of Cajun or Creole style food. So let's go.
We're at Pat's Fisherman Wharf's, established in 1948, restaurant and bar. Let's go check it out.
So I ordered this Cane Break, which is a local beer to this Louisiana area. I don't know how close, but I'll post a link below. That's actually pretty good beer. I like the taste of that.
So we're starting out our meal with some hush puppies, and they're definitely Cajun style hush puppies, and they're so good. You can see all the spices, and it's just really, really good.
So guys, apparently right over my shoulder is like an abandoned boat that's sank 3 or 4 times that was in this movie called Swamp Shark. So I'm definitely gonna look it up, and I'll share a little bit of the footage with you if I can find it, but that's the boat right there. couldn't come this far without getting the right food. And this right here, if you know, this is frog legs, and that's a pretty big freaking frog leg. So we starting right there. Oh yeah. So a lot of people like to say it tastes like chicken. It's got similar texture. All I know is it tastes good. So I ended up getting a stuffed potato instead of fries, and it's got a slice of cheese on it, and it looks like it's got some other stuff mixed in, some seasonings of some sort all mixed in there. Take a bite of that. That's a stuffed loaded potato. I really appreciate her suggesting that. So I really wanted to try this 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐸, and it's just basically a bowl of seafood 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐸. It's got a little kick to it, a little bit of spices. I can taste the fishiness, but it's not overwhelming. Got some sausage, looks like crawfish. I mean, it's packed. This might be some of the thickest, heartiest crawfish I've ever had. Then there's a little bit of rice right here. I'm gonna try just a tad of this rice with it. That's delicious. All right, I'm gonna finish my food. So guys, this is alligator. Most likely tail. It's the most popular part. It looks fantastic. The crust on the outside is golden brown. I can see some seasoning in there. It's hot, fresh. Everything here was made fresh, handmade. Whether it's purchased from a bakery down the street, handmade patties. This gator is some of the best I've ever had. This is really good gator, and I've eaten gator multiple times. This place is definitely. This came from a farm that's not too far from here. So guys, this little restaurant turns out has a ton of history. Before the great flood that they talk about around here, like it happened yesterday, this town had railroad tracks coming through it and all kind of stuff, and then obviously the great flood changed the way things are set up in this region, but railroad tracks used to come right by here. So this was a bustling little city at one point in time, and these people, you can tell they are proud to be here. If you come to Pat's, this staff is amazing. They've been so accommodating, helping us figure out the menus, making great suggestions. Our server, we didn't get her name, but if you watch this video, please comment under this video and understand when we come back for that festival, we're coming to find you because you suggested it to us. So we'll be back and hopefully you can accompany us to the festival.
And then late at night, they have a dancing hall.
Oh yeah.
And they have all kinds of different music. They have a schedule and it'll tell you what kind of music, but apparently it gets pretty packed, and it's you can eat in there, but it's a really, really nice dance hall. Yeah, we went inside. I'll show you a little video of that.
I'm gonna get behind y'all and photobomb you.
Go ahead, it's okay. We'll be on our good. How are you?
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna walk around to the front. This walkway or boardwalk goes all the way around the building, along the river, and back to the front. And then we'll show you some of the other stuff that's on the other side as well. It's like a little small little town. Like that front part reminds me of
Oh yeah.
Silver Dollar City or
Kind
something.
of Texaco, I think.
Yeah, so we'll go around there. So guys, there used to be a hotel out here as well, and you can tell this was really a central location where a lot was happening on the river down here. But this is what it looks like now, now that it's not as functional. I don't know, guys, if you've been following our channel for a while, you know we love discovering little things like this. I think you would have just as much fun as us if you came over here for a meal. You would enjoy the food for sure. You would enjoy the staff, and then you would enjoy the little exploration all around. Like, there's so much to see. But we can't stay too much longer because we got another stop to make. So let's go. So guys, we are now downtown Lafayette. We're getting ready to go hit the Science Museum. Apparently it's free, but we found out once we got down here, there's a whole arts festival happening. So we may get a chance to go explore some of that. Somebody's a little sleepy. She stayed up too late with our new puppy. So I think we'll show you Truman when we get back to the room. You ready to see the museum?
Yeah.
Let's go. Originally, we had planned to stop by the Science Museum, but sometimes the best travel moments happen when you change the plan. Instead, we decided to just wander the streets of downtown and soak in the atmosphere, and it turned out to be the perfect decision. An arts festival was happening and the whole area was alive with creativity. Local artists lined the streets with colorful displays, musicians played nearby, and families strolled through the booths taking it all in. The energy downtown was buzzing, but somehow it never felt overcrowded. It was kind of a lively scene where you could still slow down, explore, and enjoy the moment. We popped into a few shops that were open, browsing local artwork and unique finds before continuing our walk through the festival. After a while, we made our way back to the hotel for a little rest, because the night wasn't over yet. Dinner was still ahead, and in a city like this, you never know what kind of flavors are waiting around the corner.
3 hours later.
After a full day of exploring, we made our way over to Social Southern Table and Bar for cocktails and dinner, and right away the evening started off strong. Our whiskey and Coke hit the table first, which was the perfect way to settle in and soak up the atmosphere before the food arrived. Then the appetizers started rolling out. First up were the chicken fried green tomatoes, crispy on the outside, tender inside, served with a creamy jalapeno ranch on the side, and finished with a drizzle of primo pepper honey. That sweet heat combination was absolutely fantastic. Right behind that came the pork belly burnt ends, glazed in a rich blueberry barbecue sauce and topped with green onions and crushed peanuts. The flavor on these was incredible, sweet, smoky, and just the right amount of savory. We took a few minutes to sit back, enjoy the vibes of the restaurant, take in all the sights and sounds around us when our server Morgan returned with the main event. For dinner, we shared the smoked fried chicken and biscuits along with the mac and cheese and a side of Brussels sprouts. Everything on the table was packed with flavor, crispy, rich, comforting Southern cooking done right. By the end of the meal, it was clear this wasn't just a good dinner. It was a magnificent meal with spectacular service. Social Southern definitely left an impression on us. Guys,
Someday.
this has been one hell of a day here in Lafayette. So we we ended up, after we left the downtown area, we stopped in downtown. We ended up not being able to get into the science museum because for some reason we read online that it was free, and we just wanted to do a quick tour, so we decided not to do that. We kind of hung out downtown. The arts festival just happens to be in town right now, so we looked around, and then we were exhausted because we got into town
Late.
late. We got into town early in the morning, Saturday morning, which was like 1:30, and then we didn't go to sleep till 2:30 plus. So we were tired, but we came back to the room, took a nap, checked on True. Can you grab him?
Come here, baby.
So I promised you we'd show you our new baby, and here he is.
True, look. Say hi.
His name is True. So we adopted him. He's a year and 4 months. We adopted True, and we decided we're gonna change his name from True to Truman. So his name is Truman Deshaun Hill, and this is our new buddy. Yeah, he's such a handsome little dude.
So he's a dachshund.
Staffordshire Terrier mix.
Yeah, so he's a long body,
Yeah,
short legs, but very muscly
yeah.
and cute. Everybody just says how sweet he is.
He's very sweet. So you guys will see him periodically on the channel, popping in and out if he's not pushing our camera around while we're
Right.
trying to film. And then we're gonna call this a night over. I'm a little disappointed with Borden's ice cream outlet store. They were selling ice cream, and we shot over there to try to get some ice cream. And it was the strangest thing. We walked in, there was one person being served. We got in line. Then we asked the people, where should we be standing? And he was like, oh, somebody will get to you in a minute. Nobody ever got to us. That was very disappointing. Service was extremely lackluster, but maybe they were having an off night. But Borden's, step it up. Anyway, what you think? We call it a night?
Yeah.
We might have a cocktail. And
After
then,
a wonderful, wonderful day, though.
oh, it's been amazing.
Yes.
And then we're done. We'll see you guys in the morning. We woke up this morning excited for one stop in particular, Mel's Diner. The moment we saw the name, it instantly took us back to the classic TV show, Alice. If you remember that show, you know exactly the kind of nostalgic diner vibes we're talking about. Inside, the place had the perfect old school feel, the kind of spot where you know good comfort food is about to hit the table. We decided to keep things simple and classic. We ordered a BLT with chips, a basket of crispy onion rings, and a chicken fried steak sandwich that looked like it came straight out of a southern diner dream. While we were enjoying our meal, our server shared a little bit about the story behind the place, telling us about the owner and how Mel's Diner first got its start, which made the visit feel even more personal. And before heading out, we took a few minutes to check out the history lining the walls, photos that tell the story of the diner and the people who have passed through over the years. It's places like this that remind you sometimes the best meals come with a side of nostalgia and history. All right, guys, so we had a great breakfast at Mel's. Did you like it?
Yes, it is good.
Great service, old school diner style. You really would not be disappointed stopping in Mel's. But now we're at Moncus Park. This is a beautiful park that's still under construction. I can tell it's gonna be amazing.
So every weekend they have a farmer's market here. And it's just right over there. We'll show you the building, but apparently it's got a lot of different kinds of foods from like international foods. So we'll go check it out. They're not open today, but we'll show you where it happens.
Let's check it out. So one of the things that I see already that I like, there's a pretty large dog park strictly for dogs, gated off and everything, just right here. You can just let your dog run free. I think we're gonna do that for a few minutes. Let Truman run around for a little while. Guys, I can already tell that this park was specifically designed to get people outside, enjoying the weather, enjoying everybody's company. This is a very neighborhood focused, city growth focused project. I can tell just by looking at it. There are so many people out here taking part in this park, and it's beautiful. So guys, we happened to pass by this park last night, and I mean, there were so many people moving around in this park. It was crazy looking. There's tons of lights out here so you can enjoy this park and certain spaces in the park in the evening. So the park is still busy once the sun goes down, and that's one of the cool things about that, because you don't typically see parks lit up. All right guys, I think we're gonna bring this video to a close. We walked, so the first dog park that I showed you guys was actually a large breed dog park. This one is actually a small breed dog park right behind our backs right here. But turns out we couldn't let Truman go in because he does not have a permit. This city requires you to have a permit to take part in these dog parks, and we don't live here, so we're gonna head out. This is a beautiful park, and I can't wait to see it finish. What you think about Lafayette?
I like it.
Yeah?
It's been great. I can't wait to come back for the International Festival.
Oh, guys, we'll bring you guys back with us when we come back for the festival. But we have a 3.5 hour drive back to Houston, so we're going to get this show on the road. Peace.